Pretty as I can be.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Graybeards. I'm Wayne. Got my
Bud,
good friend Bug over here.
what's going on, America?
And uh, well, we didn't have a show last week. My Bug was under
I
the
was sick.
weather. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got that early morning text. Can't do it today. I'm glad you're feeling better. You look pretty good. The vitamin C helped you out.
Yeah, man. Feel great, man. Luckily I got on it in a timely manner.
Oh yeah.
My daughter, the nurse was like, Daddy need to take it now. You're old. This is perilous for you. I was like, oh, okay. What I need to do? She like drink some orange juice. Take some vitamin C tabs, eat chicken noodle soup, did all the above, man. Now I'm here. My wife also she was instrumental in going to get me some medicine, some Robitussin
Oh,
liquid,
yeah, and
clear
you were
liquid.
killing it with the chicken soup.
Yeah, I was, man. Chicken soup and real cheese sandwiches. It was cute. My wife though, I'm gonna say this here. Don't get mad, baby. She made me some chicken soup, right? And it was like I was like, I ate it, but I didn't say anything, right? Then the next time she was making it, I was like, what are you doing with that water? She said, well, it says add a glass of water to it. I was like, no, baby, you're diluting it. That's why I didn't taste it last time. You put too much water in it.
Well, what kind was it? Was it the old? Well, we
Home
always had
style.
the
Yeah.
Campbell's
It's
chicken
Campbell's
noodle.
home style chicken noodle soup, but
Oh,
oh,
you had the home style. No, home
yeah,
style you don't. Yeah.
but she said it was on the can, so but I was like, no, don't do that. I don't want it diluted. I need all that sodium in me to help purify. Sodium is a purifier. It also raises your blood pressure, but I needed it. And
That's
that's what
just
I'm
like
doing.
anything else. You got to use it in moderation, right? Got to
Yeah.
consume it.
I figured one can of soup a couple of days wouldn't kill me. It didn't. I mean, I'm here and I've
Well, we always had. My mom always, if it was the old, just the regular Campbell's chicken noodle soup, had the little square
okay.
pieces of chicken.
Yeah, that's what this had square chicken in it. Cow.
Well, no,
Chicken
I
nuggets.
thought it was the home style. That's different. That's got
It's different. Only
carrots
thing
and
different, the noodles are short. They're not the real long ones. They're just short noodles, which I like.
uh,
I like the little short noodles. It's the only
uh,
difference I can tell.
hmm.
But that,
Well,
just
the Campbells that I grew up on didn't have no vegetables in it that I remember.
really okay. And mine always had some carrots in it.
It may have had little
And
pieces,
maybe a
maybe,
couple
but I don't
peas in there.
remember them.
Yeah,
I got some in this. I got some in the pantry,
right, right.
but
That's
that's
what's up. It's
been.
always good to keep some of that around for whatever.
Hmm. Yeah, it
Mhm.
was. But yeah, but well, last weekend was a good weekend that you were off. Football was good for my
Yeah.
college preferred college team. But
Hmm. Hey
not
man,
so good this weekend.
yeah, it was
Was
a little
the
rough on Pennsylvanians this weekend.
Yeah, it was
Y'all
a.
played
I
good
mean,
though.
it was what I mean. It is what it is. It can't change. What it was. I think both teams. Hats off to Notre Dame. They played a very good game. They played good against Georgia. You
Hey,
know,
they beat us. God dog it.
um, I think. Um, yeah, well, it is what
Mhm.
it. I don't know. I think they got outplayed a little bit. Very physical team. Notre Dame come out, man. They
Yeah.
were they were they definitely had. I mean, from my observations, had more heart in the game. I think than I
I
saw
don't know,
on.
man. At first, you guys was all over them. I was like, this is over. I'm not gonna have fun watching this game.
I
And
don't
all
know.
of a
I
sudden,
didn't.
they
I didn't
flipped the
get that.
switch.
I did not get that. Um,
They were
I know
sacking
what
their
you're saying
quarterback.
because the score showed differently in the first
Yeah,
half.
yeah.
In the second
Hmm.
half, man, I was like, holy, where did this team
Like,
come?
I don't want to mess up football for anyone out there in football land, but I smell a rat. Penn State was so dominant in the first half. I was like, this is over. And I'm an avid football watcher, but all of a sudden they just flipped the switch and just uh, they start taking over
I
the
mean,
game. I couldn't believe it.
and in all fairness, that can happen, right?
Mhm.
Teams make adjustments that
Yeah,
they,
true.
we know. I've seen it. I've seen them many times, especially my beloved Steelers that didn't even show up for the game last night. In my
No, they
opinion,
didn't. They didn't. You're right.
they didn't even show up, man. It was like I was like, what am I watching here? It
It's a
was just
lackluster performance. It was like they're ready to go home. Let's get a new coach. Let's get a new team. Let's just start all over. I think
I
that's what
can't
it
see him
was.
getting a new coach. I really can't.
I think they are, man. Tomlin. You listen to some of the announcers. They didn't want to say it, but
Well,
they
I
was
mean,
alluding to it.
first off, the announcing of the team was I'm like, if they were not on Baltimore's payroll for crying out loud.
Oh man, they was lauding Jackson. Now
I
Jackson, he's a
mean,
phenomenal player. I can't deny that.
and I'm not trying to take anything away from he really was, I was stupefied, if that is the right word. He
It's a good
just
word.
was, I mean, he run all over him. I don't even know why he had those other 11 or 10 players on the field. He was just throw me the
Yeah,
ball. I got this.
yeah, yeah.
He was,
I think he's in. Yeah, he,
he was unstoppable in my
he can
opinion.
throw the ball, man. And I mean, when he first come out, he wasn't that accurate, in my opinion. He
Oh,
wasn't.
you're talking early on career
Yeah,
wise?
first,
Yeah.
yeah, first couple of years, but now he's developed his passing, so he's definitely. Their problem is they don't know what to do. I mean, they got him, they got the running back. I can't think of his name right now, but that guy. I mean, they're just like we don't know what to do. It's like they got internal strife. Should we let Lamar do it, or should we give it to the running back? Just they got to devise a plan when they
Hmm.
go to the next level. Though they got to say this is our game plan. We can't
Yeah,
just wing
definitely.
it. Mhm. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, not
sorry
a
about
good
the
foot.
team losing,
Wasn't a
man.
good football week for me, anyways. My teams were doing well. I mean, to be honest with you, let's face it. I did not expect the Steelers to win the Super Bowl, even though I picked them to go all the way.
Of course, you got to.
But you know, I reality is that let's face it, they did just mediocre. They've been
Yeah, they didn't
mediocre
come out.
all year. They've squeaked out wins. They were never really a dominant
Yeah, and
performance.
even
I think.
announcers were saying,
I mean, the
it
first
wasn't the typical
what was the first time
Pittsburgh
they
defense.
played? First time they played the Baltimore and won the game. It was on field goals.
Defense, no, bro.
Yeah, and I said it.
Yeah,
I told you, and then, I told you that from the first get go. Everybody was all excited on Russell can't throw a ball. Wilson. Oh, he's great. Yeah, he was real great at Denver. No,
he sucked at
he's
Denver. He was good
yeah,
in Seattle, but Denver, it was hard. That's why they got rid of him.
oh yeah,
I mean, yeah, hey,
absolutely.
yeah, man. So yeah, man, I know it's painful, so we can just move right along.
Yeah, let's move on. It's not painful for me. I have nothing. I have no skin in the game. It's just that that's the team I was rooting for. I'm not that.
Invested.
Yeah, not that invested in them at all. But
Yeah.
either way, but yeah, the other big thing in the news, everybody. I'm not saying that we're everything everybody's not already heard. It's unfortunate for all those people out in them fires out there in
California.
California out there.
Yeah, I think that the fires are like nearing Los Angeles, you know?
Yeah,
Uh yeah, I
they're
was just
they're right.
thinking,
The Palisades and
yeah,
Hollywood, or
yeah.
um, trying to drum up some sympathy for the folks out there. That the millionaires losing their multi-million dollar homes, and if you believe the what people are what I've read or heard, I should say, that because there's no newspapers to read anymore to speak of.
Mhm.
The could have been should have been preventable, right?
Oh, really? How's that?
Well, the what do you call it?
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, well, they go out there and they don't their forest management. They usually in national forests they go out there and um, clean up that scrub brush and
Mhm.
the tinder, if you will, that's laying in the forest. They're they
What's
they re- they refuse to do it.
Are these fires man-made, do you think, or do you think nature is doing
Um,
this? Lightning striking a tree and
well,
fire
however,
ensuing.
I mean, all it takes is,
Yeah,
any, I don't even know, it could be anything that starts a fire. Could have been man, could be nature, right?
yeah.
Um, but,
I think it's some human out there, man, that's starting these damn things. I mean,
but,
yeah, it's like you said, it's possible for nature to do it, but I think I think some people are doing it, man. It's like,
well, they did, they did arrest some people that were out there starting fires,
see, I didn't hear that, but
but this was, this was after the fire had already started.
well, that's just where that's they just happened to catch him. You know, they probably been running around flicking cigarette butts whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
there's definitely a ton of possibilities. But they
yeah,
say even if, and then the whole water thing, right?
yeah,
That the hydrants are dry or went dry or whatever, because there's a whole ton of things that their actions that have made this situation, their actions or inactions, whatever, however you want to look at it, whatever,
yeah, yeah,
that has caused some of these issues, I guess.
yeah, yeah. California got a lot of problems, man. Internal, politically, socially. Now it has reached the darn ecology, ecological, just fires raging, earthquakes raging. I mean, California, come on now. Something got to start thinking divine stuff happening. All this stuff happening to you, you might be doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Craziness.
absolutely.
Yeah. You
They're
got the
absolutely.
you got the
Um,
lawlessness, rampant drug use, killings. Oh, come on. Y'all got to get real then, baby. Come on back.
I mean, and the thing is they do all that in the name of you know,
The name of what?
well, they see something that was causing issues for wildlife or um, Native Americans being able to live the way they want to live. So they were, you know, they've they did away with some dams, I guess, about some river that the salmon were.
Man, never seen a Native American on TV being interviewed like, yo, what you think about this? What did you think about us getting rid of the Redskins logo or the dam out here in California? We never hear about these. Never hear these guys. They never protest. You know, they just get stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It might be getting a bad name. They like, we never did that. We never said that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah. Well, that's what they attach something to their cause to.
Yeah, exactly. Just attach it to them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Yeah, there's nobody's I never see any demonstrations. Never. I've never seen a demonstration by a Native American. Not that they don't happen. I'm just saying, man, it was wrong place, wrong time for me. But I've never seen it.
Hmm.
Yeah, you guys got this thing dammed up. We need the rivers to flow like they was 2,000 years ago. It's never seen it.
Hmm.
Never seen it. Remember, my daughter came to me, my 17-year-old daughter came to me yesterday with a crisis. She said, Dad, they're getting rid of TikTok. I was like, what? Yeah, they doing it. It's real. It was only a few more days of TikTok. I said, well, I said, what I've been hearing and what I believe is that TikTok is bad for your brain. You know what I'm saying? I said, let's Google it. So we Googled TikTok and the negative effects of TikTok, okay? Reduces your attention span. You would think I watch TikTok all the time based on that alone. But you can't concentrate, causes depression, um, um, memory loss, all of that stuff, man. It's a cheap high. It's a digital crack. You know what I'm saying? If you watch
Yeah.
a 15-second video, you're cause illiteracy, a whole slew of things at TikTok.
Well, they've been
So I'm not
saying they said that
not mad.
about television when it first come out as well, right? Can't get my
Yeah,
hat.
you
Get my
good, man. You're the
I
second
mean,
section,
remember it
man.
was like, you're watching that television's gonna fry your brain or whatever,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, they did say that, and man, we don't know what we lost, from watching TV. But
Yeah.
TikTok, yeah. But shoot, I mean, now we're in a position where we can say, yeah, hey, girl, count to 20. 1, 2, 3. What did you say? What? How far?
Yeah.
I said 20. You know what I'm saying? So now we're in a position to say, yeah, this is definitely having an effect, and it does. And my daughter, she says, you know what? One thing, we went out to dinner yesterday. She was like, she said, I think it's a technology thing. I was like, oh, Lord. You are ready to graduate, girl. I am so proud of that statement. She just blamed the whole thing. She's like, I think it's a technology thing. I said, that's right. You got people in the military killing people in the flip-flops these days. Right from their
Hmm.
dorm rooms. Just got them. Just killed a whole herd of bad guys.
Yeah,
Right
true.
there.
It's uh I don't know.
Hey, that's the way it is, man. They're not gonna go back to the days of you and I. There's dinosaur dudes, right? Out there in a foxhole somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got
Mhm.
that experience or not up there, but you probably got it in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? But down here, I've lived in many foxholes, definitely train. But we don't fight like that no more. That's stupid. That's
Mhm.
ridiculous. Living in a hole we got drones, we got robots, mechanized units. You know what I'm saying? I
Definitely.
long for those days. Yeah, man. So TikTok is going away. That's the thing that's on my horizon. I never would have known if I didn't have a teenage daughter. Never would have known.
I don't think it's going away, but maybe.
Yeah.
I don't,
And
I don't necessarily agree with TikTok. Personally, it's not my thing, but I
mhm.
ain't gonna say I haven't seen any TikTok videos. That would be a lie.
Yeah, I've seen some. I mean, they're
Yeah.
funny, but they're addictive too. I can't. Nah, it's a cheap high, man. Stimulate the brain. Even these games on your phone, man. Before we started the show, an hour had elapsed. I was playing this one bus game. It's so simple. It's the simplest game you can think of, but I like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, my God, I
You're,
can't even do work.
as
I'm like,
a
what did
matter
I?
of fact, I deleted a game um, that I used to usually would play
Mhm.
just because I got sick of the ads. You know, I get
That was
sick and
pretty true.
tired of the ads. You can't make between
Yeah.
because it's free and they got
Yeah,
ads, but they're like a freaking, you know,
yeah,
30, I say 30 seconds because, oh, it's only 30 seconds or
yeah.
whatever. But then it's like,
No.
okay, I saw your ad and you're like, no, I don't, you want to get out of it, right? And then it comes up with this, here's, to get you to accidentally click and download the dumb
Oh
thing,
yeah, you
right?
you gotta have a. You need a microscope to find the X button, right? They
Yeah.
got that more camouflage this side of the game. It
Yes.
forces you to watch. You're not. I'm not watching that. I'm trying to find out how to get
Yeah.
out of this damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, they got all that. You got a doggone know a code to get out of the ad. Yeah, that's crazy. It's wild. But if you're out there suffering from ads ruining your perfectly developed phone game, feel free to
Yeah.
chime in.
I mean,
Let us know
I'm
how we
fine.
can stop these damn
I'm
ads.
fine with the free ad version, whatever, I'm
I
fine with
don't like
that.
it.
But it's like at some point, it's even getting that way, even on the platform that we will be sharing our
Mhm.
thoughts on. They've come up with these ads, and
Yeah,
you're on there forever. It's,
yeah.
again, never ending kind of.
Hmm. Yeah. Advertisement, man. They want to get that money.
Yeah,
You know, you're
and I
right.
get that. I'm fine with that. Obviously we're not recipients of that. I don't know. Maybe people, they can leave a comment, do they see in an ad when they watch our video?
Yeah, let us know what you're saying. I don't
Yeah.
want. I don't want to be.
I don't
There's
see
some.
any when I watch it. Um, when I go back and I watch
Maybe
it
it's
on the
not long
platform,
enough. No, it don't
it's
matter. I
definitely
watch some
long
30.
enough. I've
Yeah,
seen ads one, maybe two times watching our videos
yeah.
or a video that we posted. Whether like I had
Mhm.
one video that was the pressure washing video I did of this cleaner that I bought, and it was I think it. I mean that thing there. I had that so far is the biggest views that we've had.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
need an algorithm. I think folks like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They
oh
like to
yeah, I'm
see a
sure. Yeah,
real human being. I mean, you look like a real human too. The way you came out, kind of gruff, like, look at
yes.
this brand next. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's gonna work.
Well, and the whole purpose of that video was to point out that the advertisement of it was misleading, right? In my opinion.
Mhm.
They show this filthy vehicle and it was, spray
Man,
this stuff on there and the dirt just melts away, which is,
that is insane.
I
Yeah,
mean, it
that's.
did do a good job. It did better than just pressure washing it,
I
you
would
know.
admit that. Yeah, the vehicle looked good. I thought it looked good, but it wasn't like bling like it
Yeah,
is
it
on the
definitely was
commercials. You
bling,
know what I'm saying?
like the dirt,
Like it
the
made it.
mold and dirt wasn't just melting.
Yeah,
I didn't show it in the video, but I did wash it. You know, um, I put that stuff on there and I scrubbed with a brush,
yeah, yeah,
and it's
yeah. That
definitely
was good.
cleaner than it was, that's for sure. But
Hmm.
it wasn't, how do you say, the first off, the vehicle ain't showroom quality vehicle, anyways. She
Hey
got a
man,
few, she got a few miles on it.
no, Miles overrated, man. It doesn't matter. I'm a
But
living witness.
that that poor truck, um, like I said in the video, it didn't get the love I felt it deserved. But
What
being
you mean?
do.
They didn't get the love it deserved. What do you mean? You talking
Well,
from the
my dad wasn't able to take care of it. Um,
mm, yeah,
he worked. And I've said this many times. My dad was always working.
yeah,
Um, for as long as I can remember, my dad would be gone from the house. My
yeah.
parents, they were married 60. 62 years or something like from my mom passed.
Yeah.
Um,
My parents at 62 right now, 62 years in.
yeah, they got married in, I want to say it was either 60 or 61. I think it was in August of
Born in
60 or something.
64. So they got married in 62,
Yeah,
2 years before I came to this planet.
yeah,
They got married. Yeah. Good old
yeah.
days.
Can't, I mean, well, my wife and I this year I would have known her. I met her in 85, February of 85. It'll
Mhm.
be 40 years since I've known her.
How many?
40.
40. Oh my God. That's two
Uh,
careers.
yeah, yeah.
Y'all
And
crossed my
then
mind last night, man. I've thought about you and your wife. They're like, man,
yeah,
you got your soulmate, man. You've been with her from dusk to dawn.
yeah. Well, I give her all the credit, man. She puts up with me, you know.
Yeah, can only
She she
imagine.
definitely she definitely tolerates my uh tolerates me, you know.
What you
May,
think of the glue is, man? I know you. It sound like you said she's the glue, but what you think? What that chemistry? I mean, what is it? Opposites? Y'all the same?
no,
Uh,
well,
what?
I don't know if I said this before. She really filled all the boxes when, because I was prepared. I prepared myself to be a lifelong bachelor because I never thought I would uh, find anybody or meet anybody that would put up with me, you know. Um, but yeah, I give her all the credit. She's very tolerable of my shortcomings, should say. You know, yeah,
Shortcomings, really? You,
yeah,
man, you're perfect, dude. What is? I don't know. I was watching The Matrix,
a-
man,
absolutely not
and,
perfect.
and the
Um,
doggone the architect said I couldn't solve the problem because it required a lesser mind. Pretty deep.
but
I thought,
sometimes the easiest problem that we have is
mhm,
sometimes overlooked because we're overthinking that the
yeah,
solution could be
that's what
simple.
I'm talking about.
Mhm.
That's you see how you simplified that thing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I'm
Yeah,
overthinking it, and that's
I
what
mean
he
that.
said. I
Well,
had to
how many?
rewind that thing 15 times to get to what he was talking about.
Yeah,
Like, what? He said it required a lesser mind.
yeah. Because sometimes it does. The answer could be staring you in the face,
Yeah.
and you're like, no, I can't be. It's too simple, and you overlook it, right?
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He
But
didn't want to, this other character in the Matrix, the Oracle, right? He was kind
mhm,
of halfway hating on her, right? And she solved the equation. She was like, "Yo, man, humans are flawed, so we need a flawed system." But
mhm.
I was like,
Yeah. Well, that's like, I remember now we talked earlier. The other thing I was like, January 6th came and went with
"Oh, here
uh,
goes."
no hiccups, in the Matrix, everything was good, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
It
it
was,
was. It went over. I don't
you
want to
know,
talk about this because I'm ignorant, totally ignorant on this thing. Me and my dad, we still debated. We was debating it yesterday. He was like, "How in the world Donald Trump escaped these 34 counts?" And I was like, well, he got charged because, like I said, I don't know enough." And he was like, "No, it's because he's a billionaire." I said, "Well, a lot of billionaires go down, pops. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, a lot of them. Okay, they get in trouble." So he's like, so I looked up the charges, and from what I could see, what he overinflated his property. Is that what it is? That's what the people screaming about. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong?
yeah.
Am I missing something? I
Well,
don't know.
yeah. The the thing is, right? And I can really that whole convicted 34 whatever felony convictions,
34
whatever
felony
they
counts.
34,
Yeah.
right? It's all
It's all the same thing from what I was saying. It was just like different angles of looking at this thing that he did. They just tied this thing to the election some kind of way. So I'm like, I need more. I need ammunition. I need to really do
well,
a deep dive.
that's the problem. You, the American people have not been privileged to any of the court anything, right? Trump can't talk about it. He's under a gag order.
I'm done. That's all you need to say.
Yeah, and they never really informed the public on really what they were charging them with, right?
Yeah. If anybody out there,
What is these, what did he supposedly do, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like from my hey, man, calls a lesser mind to figure this out. But from what I'm seeing, it's like, yo, I value like your house. I say it's worth $1 million, right? What on the appraised for 700,000? Oh, that's a crap. You know what I'm saying? And the bank lend you the money. We're gonna give you $1 million for your house, Wayne. And that's somewhere that's a crime. I don't understand. Is somebody
Well,
out there listening?
it's a little more complicated than that. I do know a little bit what so it isn't about the sale. He's saying this is the value of it to the lenders, right? The lenders,
Okay.
but they all got paid back the money he borrowed for whatever, right?
Okay. Tell me the problem. I'm trying to figure out. If the bank lends you the money,
Based on they do banks, and that's the
they
thing.
do assessments.
Who is the victim, right? Who is the victim in this crime?
Where, is it a
That's just.
crime?
But the other one, the other one, the Stormy Daniels case, right?
Okay, I get that. And that's $100,000 he's allegedly paid this lady.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's and he got in trouble because of this, as they're saying, is because way how it was documented, this payment or where the money, whatever it was, right?
It was $100,000. What is that to a billionaire? He took it
Nothing.
from he took that from his election funds or something. I'm like, how do you know? How do you
I don't
know?
know. I don't
I'm
know.
not trying to give him a pass or nothing like that, but it's just
I mean, if there's a true crime there, he give him, as they say, give him his just dessert, whatever it is that,
yeah. I don't right now. I don't see it, but if anybody, I need somebody to break it down for me. Yeah,
that's
at some point, I need
good
somebody.
luck with that. I don't know where you're gonna, where you're gonna.
I want to liberate my pop's mind. I'm like, pops, I can't explain it to you because I don't know. All he knows, he got 34 felonies. You know what I'm saying? And the judge, he told my pops, this is what my dad think. He's like, he told the judge, hold off until after the election before you sentence me.
He,
I don't know if he had maybe he made it. I mean, really? I mean, is that what happened? Is there any truth in that?
yeah, I
He
don't know.
he told him, "Hey, don't look, don't. Who can do that? Can I do that? Wait a minute, yeah, look, man, I gotta go to work today. Y'all hold off on charging me for what I did until tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
Yeah.
it works like that. I don't know about that. But anyway, that's what's going on in his mind. So I'm
Well, I
like,
mean,
okay, Pop.
in the 3 minutes we have left, and
Hey, that's exactly how long my darn hourglass lasts. Can y'all see that? Dang it! It's like some you can't freaking see it. The
put it,
government, especially.
put it right in front of you. There.
Ain't that something? Imagine.
That's more. It only lasted 30 minutes.
Yeah. If it
Hmm.
lasts that, it's gonna last like 3 minutes. I'll bring it back up in a second. But yeah, go
Hmm.
ahead. You said that we got 2 minutes left.
But yeah, we got a little over 2 minutes now.
Yeah, go ahead, my man.
I mean, it is what it is. Give the, if it's just the way I think they were in their minds. If he truly did a crime, obviously they felt that he did a crime for whatever it was, whether it was the overinflating his property value or the Stormy Daniels hush money, whatever, how she paid or how he paid her, whatever. They're not necessarily, those are, they're felonies, right? But they're not, you know, they're all dealing with money, right? And maybe more will come out. I don't know.
Banks have a way of assessing the real value of your darn property. I can't just walk in there and say, "Hey, man, this is worth whatever."
No,
Like my
because
truck.
no, because the bank's got to go in and do their own assessment of the property, and they,
Yeah,
you
that's what
know,
I'm saying.
I mean,
So
Mar-a-Lago is just ridiculous. You'd have to read up and see how he acquired the history of Mar-a-Lago, who had it before. Some woman had it before. I don't know who was that owned it, but
yeah,
and
okay.
he,
Right now, I'm at a loss. But if you're watching, and I know Kyle is going to be watching, Kyle, you pretty smart dude. Figure out what the charges are. I'll need a report Tuesday,
but
so I
you're
can
yeah, you're gonna say Kyle. I'm gonna say Brock or my cousin, or they'll know more about this than you and I.
Brock. Come on, Brock. Yeah, come on with me,
Brock
bro.
or Rick, one of those two.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah, but I
that
knew we didn't
they,
ask.
yeah, it-
Yeah, yeah, that's a good topic, man. I want to know because this
yeah,
is
and
we
someone
got
brought up.
a slightly heated discussion yesterday, and he was telling me, "Come on, son, wake up."
Mhm.
What?
All
I'm
right,
like,
well, we
man,
got less than a minute. Let's close this out.
let's close it out, man.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
thanks for watching, everybody. Uh, I'll tell you the usual like, share, subscribe. If you feel like it, doesn't cost nothing. Really tells us a lot if you can like it. Um, have a great week. It's cold here, icy. What you got?
forgive us. We were supposed to talk about the storm of the century that never happened, but
Yeah.
yeah, same thing. I echo the sentiments of my good man Wayne. Like, share, subscribe, and
Out here.
see you guys next time.
See you next week.